Welcome. This is Ignite Kingdom Talk. Make the marketplace the miracle place.
Hey guys, welcome back to Ignite Kingdom Talk. Still here at NRB. And one of the things I love about NRB, sometimes you just meet people. Sometimes you just meet people and there's just a kind of a connection. I meet Gray. Gray, thanks for taking the chance and jumping in the chair.
Yeah, we just met 2 minutes ago.
We met 2 minutes ago. And Desiree says, you need to talk to this guy. So Gray, tell us, what does Gray do?
Well, I essentially build AI systems for companies. So I go in, identify constraints within businesses, typically like mostly for-profit companies, but working with some faith-driven companies and nonprofits. And I identify what are the major things costing them time, money, quality, and speed. And those are like the 4 pillars we look at. And then we basically go in and build like you can imagine, like turnkey AI systems to solve those specific constraints.
Because we don't know what we're doing when it comes to the AI. There's so many believers that don't know, and so many business owners really that don't know even the right steps to even take.
Yeah.
So you come in and you make us comfortable and you show us the right steps. How did you even start that? What made you even do that?
Well, I started my first business when I was 15, and I started just drop shipping on the internet on TikTok because I saw some ads scrolling in bed on TikTok one evening. And I started that. Then at some point I started a cold email agency. And it means I basically created partnership connections between different companies on a B2B level. And then at some point I ended up automating my agency with AI. And I wasn't a big believer in AI, but then I became a big believer in AI when I actually kind of automated myself out of the job, and it got way better results, probably by a multiple of 10. And so then I started having companies reach out to me asking me to build systems for them. And so I started doing that, and a year and a half later, built a lot of systems, and then now we're building software products that, we've found common problems in certain niches, and so we go into really, niche areas in business, and then solve, if you have 12 law firms, we might go solve 12 very specific problems for, estate planning law firms.
So you're building these AI solutions, or are you bringing in other pieces of AI that's already built and bringing that in, or how does that all work?
Kind of both, but mostly what we're doing is building custom, right? But there's a lot of AI experts. There's a lot of people that say, have a lot of different opinions in AI, but fundamentally everyone's building on mostly the same base layer. Unless you're one of the truly most pioneering, revolutionary people, it's just a variable of, on one end of the spectrum you have somebody who's just using ChatGPT, and then on the other end of the spectrum you have somebody who's really building custom algorithms, custom systems, custom models, and so most people operate on a spectrum in between, and mostly we're kind of on more of the advanced side of the spectrum, but most businesses don't necessarily always need that. It just depends on their needs.
Okay, Gray, how do our people find you?
Well, you can find me on LinkedIn, Gray Mitchell. You can email me, gray@igris.com. You can connect with me if you're here. I don't have social media. It was bad for my soul. But I also just built this. Do you mind if you have a second?
Go ahead.
I just built this app actually last night because I thought it was cool. So you know how everybody at the conferences, it's kind of weird sometimes connecting with people, and it's kind of difficult. You can't find all the people you're looking for. So I basically built this app that lets you, go in here, enter in your information. Here's who I am, and here's what I'm looking for to connect with in this, during NRB. And then you can actually, and I just created it, so I'm actually going to go around and tell a bunch of people about it now. But it uses AI to like match you with different people, So if you're an investor and then you're saying I'm looking for startups to invest in, that's what you put you're looking for. And then if somebody says I'm a startup, or somebody says I'm looking for a startup looking for investors, it would connect you guys. And then if you accept the connection request, it'll connect your guys' contact information.
I can do that. Yeah, right. I'm kidding. So you built that last night?
Yeah. Well, it's a very simple app, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it's a neat set, but I thought it was, and
I don't know. It's just the thought that you built it last night. That's absolutely incredible. Okay, so tell us something that is so cool that you found that AI can do that maybe we wouldn't know.
Well, obviously everybody knows AI can automate lots of repetitive tasks. Yeah. I don't know if nobody knows to the extent at which that's possible, But the coolest thing that AI can do, in my opinion, is predictive analysis and information capture. So like something I'm working on right now is essentially, you know how Palantir's model works, right?
Yeah.
So imagine Palantir without all the creepy spy overlord, but imagine that's fundamentally the technology is data capture and predictive analysis. And so you can suck in a bunch of information and kind of do the same thing as Palantir, just without giving it to the CIA and Fortune 500 companies, but serving it to SMBs. So I just bought dataalgorithm.ai, and I'm working on right now something that's really cool. Because before I don't know if I have it with me. I don't have it with me, but there's this product called Limitless, and it's like records all your in-person conversations and captures them. And so you can do that within Slack, and you can do that within your email and calendar and meetings, and you can pull all that information and use it to make real decisions based on certain. If we're a vision, let's say here's where Ignite's trying to go. We're trying to interview, I don't know what your guys' goals are, but we're trying to interview 500 people this year. And it's capturing all information happening within the entire range of your company. Then it would make a decision like, here's the decisions we're weighing out. Oh, we're weighing out whether to hire Greg. We're weighing out whether to interview this person. And it would make all those decisions. It would understand that those are decisions that need to be made and weigh out the outcomes on those decisions based on the lens of, is this getting us closer to our goal or not? Is this aligned with our mission or not?
Gray, I'm glad you stopped. And this is really cool stuff. So our people are business owners, business entrepreneurs, just business leaders, and I know a handful of them that I know the AI part is almost scary, and it's almost like they need somebody like you to come in and find out what the problems are, find out what the needs are, and come back with a solution. And your solution is so much of it is an AI solution. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely. So where are you out of again?
Franklin area.
Right here in Franklin.
So, yeah.
I
Are you
love
in Nashville?
We're going to have a conference. By the way, make sure you go to the conference July 24th and 25th at the JW Marriott right in downtown Nashville. You don't want to miss it. So that's
I'll have to come to your conference.
You're going to have to be there. You need a booth at our conference.
Okay.
You need to talk to because they'll be your people.
I love it. Yeah, I don't think business owner. If I'm going to say last thing, I would say don't be afraid of AI.
Yeah.
Well, there are some concerning things about it, and I think Christians should look at it, look at the Bible, and there are some scary things about it. But I would say overall, it's going to change. It's like the Industrial Revolution for the internet. I'm sure somebody else has coined that term, but I started saying that. And I just don't think that people should be so worried about it. Just be trying to understand it. And, because I've actually personally, after seeing some of the technology and using it and going, I've gotten fearful myself because I go, oh my gosh, this is displacing so much, even I know a lot of AI experts, they have a tendency to get fearful around the concept, so there's this like optimistic side and there's this pessimistic side. And I would say, I'm not going to say it's going to all be good. And it's all going to work out. At the end, it all works out.
Yeah.
But I don't think business owners should be scared of it. I think it's going to create a more abundant, more exciting way of doing business, the internet did.
I love it.
So,
Gray, how old are you?
19.
19. Unbelievable.
Well, thank you.
I love what you're doing,
Appreciate
man.
it.
All right, buddy. Hey, thanks for stopping. Thanks for being. Guys, remember this. Your best days are yet to come.
Business was never meant to be built alone. At Ignite Kingdom Networking, we believe the marketplace is one of God's greatest mission fields, where relationships create opportunities, integrity builds trust, and faith transforms business. This isn't just another networking group. It's a community of kingdom-minded entrepreneurs, executives, professionals, and business owners committed to helping one another grow personally, professionally, and spiritually. Here, relationships come before referrals. Giving comes before receiving. And Christ remains at the center of everything we do. When you surround yourself with people who share your values, your vision expands, your business strengthens, and your impact reaches far beyond the bottom line. Whether you're launching a new venture, leading an established company, or simply looking for authentic connections with other believers in business, you'll find a place to belong. Together, we're building businesses that honor God, creating lasting relationships, and making the marketplace the miracle place. Ignite Kingdom Networking, where kingdom leaders connect, collaborate, and grow.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Ignite Kingdom Talk. If you're hungry for deeper connection and real kingdom growth, join us for our free monthly Ignite community call, held every second Tuesday at 12 p.m. Central on Zoom. It's a space for prayer, kingdom connection, and practical wisdom from seasoned Christian leaders across industries, owners, executives, and marketplace experts who walk with God and lead with purpose. And if you're ready to go deeper, consider joining Ignite Partner Access. This is where Christian business leaders link arms for accountability, growth, and spirit-led impact through small groups and strategic support. You can find both opportunities and more at ignite-kg.org. If this episode encouraged you, consider sharing it with somebody who's ready to run boldly into their calling. Thank you again for joining us for this episode of Ignite Kingdom Talk. Until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and may His favor ignite your work in the name of Jesus.